If you have a curiosity for the big questions about why the world functions in the way it does, which are not well answered by the conventional stories you see in the media, then an international political economy degree might well be for you. Why is it the case that we've seen the rise of the gig economy in recent years, with some people's wages falling through even the basic floor that we thought existed before? Why is it that it's so difficult to find an agreement when it comes to climate change that sees the richer countries pay for their historical accumulation of carbon emissions that are currently causing floods in places like Pakistan and seeing many small island countries go underwater? Why is it the case that we think of the economy as something run by the people at Davos rather than the everyday people that are constantly toiling on the factory floor to keep things functioning?
The MA in International Political Economy covers a great deal of ground related to the study of global capitalism in all of its historical and contemporary transformations. So throughout the programme, we'll be looking at a range of different theoretical traditions and approaches. This includes the liberal perspective to political economy, drawing on Adam Smith's and his sort of original thesis in The Wealth of Nations, through to more critical perspectives such as Marxian and feminist perspectives to understanding capitalism and its relationship with gender. We also look at racial capitalism and we look at ecological traditions as well. But the idea is that students essentially engage with all of these readings and materials within a really interactive seminar context. There'll be a range of different assessment, and this is actually tailored in order to meet students' needs as they move on to the next stage of their careers, whatever that may be. So some assessments would be policy reports, for example, or perhaps blog pieces, which engage with academic literature but present it to a range of different audiences. But there are also, of course, the more kind of conventional assessment practices, such as essays and also takeaway exams as well.
You really felt like a peer. You didn't feel, there was not so much of a hierarchy. It was very much a, we're learning together, or the lecturers are sharing their knowledge with us, and it really felt like you were equal and valuable and your opinion mattered.
They're like super important researchers in their field, and maybe for us we feel kind of like starstruck, I don't know, like from a political point of view, but then you talk to them and they're just normal people and they make you feel like equals, and you feel like you can share your own opinions, and you know, when you're writing, even like you're supposed to have a stance and you're supposed to be firm in it. And I really felt empowered here at Sheffield because of that.
The things I enjoy the most is the discussion with lecturers and the discussion with fellow students, because I find it's really rewarding to have a different kind of perspective from different people.
A Masters in International Political Economy can lead to just about any career that you can possibly think of. Our students go into a huge diversity of occupations when they finish. Many of our students go into the civil service, into journalism as well, some of them reaching a very, very high level for working for publications like The Guardian and the BBC and elsewhere. Many students have gone into the city as well, so they've gone and worked in finance or insurance. Quite a lot of our students have actually gone and worked in the private sector, doing all manner of different things, working for consultancy organisations, political lobbying organisations, and yet other students have actually stayed on afterwards and decided to undertake a PhD, and then that opens up a whole set of new routes as well, whether in academia or beyond.
As a society, we face many numerous global challenges that can be explicitly linked to global capitalism, and we need to understand and uncover what are the linkages between climate breakdown or deteriorating working and living conditions and capitalism itself. And I think that students can learn a great deal by engaging with political economy and perhaps leading us to a more progressive future.